Arkadaşlar hepiniz Witcher'a hoş geldiniz. Kaldığımız yerden tümümüzüyle devam ediyoruz. Hepiniz hoş geldiniz videoya. Bu arada sizlerden ricam kanala abone değilseniz abone olmayı ve de lütfen bildirim çanını açıp tümünü işaretlemeyi ve de o değerli yorumlarınızı yorumlar kısmına yazmayı lütfen unutmayın. Tamam. Bakalım bu sefer Crash'la konuşabilecek miyiz? Umarım bu sefer konuşur da. Şerefsiz etmez. Evet dik duydu. 10. bölüm. Evet ne evet. La yine evet ya. Çersiz Udal diye bir görev. Chels diye görev yazıyor ama. Al işte. Evet gene. Görüşürüz genco. Sen yine bir işimiz var. Sen bir türlü uğraştırıyorsun bizi. Her bölüm uğraşıyoruz seninle. Her bölüm ayrı bir uğraşıyoruz bunlarla. Nedense ben anlayamadım bir türlü. Bizim bu at nerede gene ya? Bu atın var ya en son ağzına tüküreceğim, yeter artık. Bir atımız var, at sanki dersin. At değil başka bir şey kafasına tükürdüğüm. Bir de şu Kalli'ye bir sorak hele. Kalli! Kılıç! Bir dakika önce bir demirci varmış. Demirci! Bak bakayım bana. Bak ulan buraya ne olmuşsuz? Şimdi bize bir şeyler yapacaksın. Ama ne? 16 seviye istemiyoruz değil mi? Bir dakika bizim elimizdeki ne, ona göre bir bakalım. Bizim üstümüzdekine bir bakalım önce ki. Ona göre bir dakika kral. Önce biz kendi üstümüzdekine bir bakalım ki kaçmış. 219'a 267. 219 267. 219'a 267. Değil mi öyleydi? Yanlış görmediysem. Oo dostum. Ah, nasıl güzelsin sen öyle. Şunların hep seviyeleri yüksek. Ama biz 19 olacağız zaten aslında. Şöyle 19 seviye olup da şeyi yüksek olan 252 308. 252 308. Şöyle bir bakalım da alalım güzel bir şey. Alacağım çünkü bir tane ondan. Bence onu alalım ya. Zaten her türlü 21 zırh delme var. Bunda hiçbir şey yok. Bunu alalım. Al zaten 19 seviyeye çok az kaldı. Şimdi şunu bir sat abi. Şunu bir sat abi, bu iş görmez. 198 242 aldığımız kılıç bu zaten. Abi satacaklarımızı satalım. Şunu sat abi. O kalacak zaten, onları hep alacağım, takacağım yani üstüme. O kalsın. Alacağımız bir şey var mı diye bakalım ki. Belki lazım olan bir şey olur. Vır zıvır salla. Yapabileceğimiz bir şey var mı diye bakıyorum. Pek de bir şey yok gibi. Yok, bak da bir şey, bak da bir şey. Alabileceğimiz bir şey yok herhalde. Şu anlık onun seviyesinin yükselmesini bekleyeceğiz. Kral hadi görüşürüz. Hadi yavrum görüşürüz. Hadi canım iyi. Ne var ya ne? Ulan ya. Berber kusura bakma ya. Saçım yerin güzel yani. Böyle saç iyidir. İneklerin olduğu yer. Oha inek. Bu içeride. Kallik. Niye zaman beni buraya yönlendiriyorsun? Şerro. Yönlendireceğin yeri yanlış bir kere. Dur. Yağmalanacak bir şey yok. Ver. Ver. Yağmalayak boş arasından bu yapay zekanın ne işine yarayacak? Ver. Ver. Sana ne varsa ver. Hadi bakalım.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, yeah.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Ceres. Heard she stayed here.
Oncrate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Ceres. Where's Ceres?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
Bir şeyler biliyor gibisin reiso. Hele söyle bakalım. Söyle la hadi la.
I'm looking for Ceres. Any idea where she might be?
I hope she's gone to the village. It's been a time since she visited. She wished to speak to our folk,
But?
I worry she might have gone to Jarl Udalric's old family home, though I tried to dissuade her.
Clan Brockvar have something to hide from the Oncrate?
No, it's not that. The house is a strange place. Many believe it haunted.
Great. I love haunted houses. But why would Ceres go there?
Before she left, she had a long talk with the Jarl. Seems she wanted to help him.
With what?
Ne oluyor lan?
Forgive me. I must go to him.
A promising start.
Evet. Hadi bakalım.
Remember when that storm caught us in All's Bay?
Şu var mı lan burada lootlayabileceğimiz?
Like it
Kırlıklar.
were yesterday. Afghan fell overboard and near drowned.
Ah sizin için. Hop çok güzel. Oh, müthiş kaydama. Ne var orada? Bir. Bu ne? Ver abi.
Aye, hero.
Ne yapıyorsun lan kıllık? Belki sende lazım olan bir şey vardır bizde. Bize lazım olan bir şey vardır sende diyecektim ki senin de. Kardeş bu ne? Hayırdır? Ya git kardeşim senden bir şey alınmalı.
So long.
Hadi görüşürüz. Oğlum o atın. Aa, gel buraya kardeş. Tek bulabilecek miyiz o kızı? Belli ki bu görevi yapmadan Kıraç şeyle konuşamayacağız. Kıraç mı neyse. Ne zıkkımın dibiyse konuşacağız işte.
Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's dam. Something seriously wrong here.
Kılıcımızı hazırlayak da kral. Anahtar istiyorsun. Güzel. Onu da ver. Hop burada bir şey var. Aa, kilerin anahtarını bulduk. Çok güzel. Şu izleri bir takip edelim. Anahtarını bulduk. Lan.
Ceres.
Ne?
Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
Ha, tamam. Bayılmışsa sıkıntı yok.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt, why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword. Where's the sword? I've got to go back.
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once, but now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks.
Tamam sen
So,
ona bakma,
I
ben
can
kılıcı
go
sana
see
vermem,
Udalric.
haberin olsun kardeş.
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Hangisinde kılıcını bul. Bul bakalım. Bulalım bakalım. O son odaya girmedik. Şuralara öyle mi? Ha, buraya girdiydik. Yukarısı da var. Nasıl çıkacağız oraya? Nasıl çıkacağız oraya? Şöyle dursana be ya. Ya oraya doğru değil ama şöyle. Neyse. Bir bakak da oraysa. Sakin lan. Seninle mi uğraşacağız bir de? Hoppa. 19. seviye olduk da bir dakika. Kılıç nerede? Brok var kılıcı. Şunu bir al abi. 252 308. Şimdi bu sersemletme olasılığı veriyor. Sersemletme. Sendeletme işte. Sersemletmeden çıktı. Adrenalin. Oo, zırh delme 10. 10. Daha fazlası var mı diye bakıyorum elimde. En iyisi bu.
What is this about?
Bu yukarı çıkmanın bir yolu var mı, onu bir... Nasıl çıkacağız yukarıya biz? Gallik kardeş, nasıl çıkacağız? Şimdi üste çıkmamız gerekmiyor mu? Üstte bir şeyler var ama. Ya üstte bir şey. Ben oğlum. Ya şuraya da zıplarsın, gerçek hayatta tutunursun ya. Neyse. Çok şey kalacak. İşte, Halek. Kalıcı buldum.
So, did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you then.
Sen buyur. De hadi git
You
yürü.
and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Krog met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease, the calm and the quiet.
De haydi yürüyeceksin abla. Ya ben bir koşmamla sen nasıl bir şeysin kadın ya, hadi yürü lan.
Where is Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
Oğlum biliyoruz ya.
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
Couldn't help overhearing your conversation.
No worries. It's no secret.
All in the Isles know Jarl Udalric hears the voices of the gods.
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize to Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Korkma.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No, no, no. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Şaşırmadın, hep biz gidiyoruz zaten. Şaşırmıyorum ya. Zaten biz harici kim gidecek ki? Hayır, atmayacaktım ben onu. Ara atmayacaktım ya. Ay senin hırzına tükürem ya. Niye onda kaldı ki, ben atmayacaktım harbiden. Devle kapışırken kalmış işte elimizde. Gel lan gıllik.
Show me what you got.
Lan nasıl? Yeter oğlum ya. Abi bir dakika, ben şey yapmayı unuttum, bir dakika. Heh, bunu yapmayı unuttum. Şimdi burada ne yapabiliriz? Şuna bir bakayım da. Umarım böyle işe yarıyordur. Yani pek sanmasam da. Şuraya bir gelseler hoş olur. İlla geleceğim değil mi ben?
That stench.
Şimdi gündüz yapalım da vaktimiz şey olmasın. Gündüz olursa canımızın donma olasılığı daha iyi olur. Ya abi Geralt nasıl bir şeysin lan sen Geralt? Ya arkadaş ben ya ne şerefsizsin ya Geralt. Ay almayacak, tamam. Ne oluyor lan?
Must be the
No.
place.
Eğrilmiş direk hazinenin yerini belirliyor ama öyle her önüne gelen ahmak onu bulamaz diye bir şey yazmış. Güneş olsun dedik. Yağmur olmasın. Yağmur yapmasın. Ya abi şu. Ha şurada bir şey gördük. Allah'tan var ya. Şey konusunda sünger hislerimiz olmasa.
Can't help wondering what that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalric.
Çıkacaksın reisim.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Gel hadi. Gel. İlla öleceksin yani, git daha. Bunların şeyden ihtiyacımız yok. Şu klikle öldürerek olacak. Gel lan buraya. Ben güneş olsun dedim, güneş olmadı lazım. Ya kardeşim ben... Ha doğru ya. Şunu... Dur, neyse bari şeyken... Gidek. O kadar yedik zaten. Güneş olur. Şu an zaten kimseyle dövüşmeyeceğimiz için sıkıntı yok. O kadar su içtik ya, o boşa gitsin istemediğim için meditasyon yapmadım yani. Ne oluyor oğlum? Tövbe estağfurullah.
I never knew a man was adventure seeker.
Why did
What is this?
Udalric? The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
Lan oğlum.
What? Why do you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
Bak.
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch. You didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come.
Oha. Çok değişik.
Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalryk. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
And what about the other method?
Udalryk might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... would it try to kill Udalryk?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalryk could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalryk, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Beni kandırma deneyelim.
Trying the trick can't hurt.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Ne kadar tez kandırırsa o kadar kârdır bizim için. Bu işi tezbit edeceğiz.
Let's look around.
Evi arayıp haymı def et. Benim bir yolunu bul. Geçelim bunları. Çık bir abla, bir çık bir.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Siri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Başaramayacağını biliyorsun değil mi dostum? Bir dakika. Ya neyse, gene yemeyecektim. Meditasyon yapmayı düşünüyorum.
An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Neymiş fikrin babuş?
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Tamam, hadi git.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
Başlayalım.
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Birkaç saat sonra.
Over there! She's running to the old house!
Grab her!
Ne yaptın la?
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Ne? Fırına derken.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the bead.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Lan nasıl atacağım ben fırına? Neyse, koyacağız. Kusura bakmayın. Abi lan. Oğlum. Abi. Oğlum. Bunu yaptığıma inanamıyorum ya. Ben bunu niye yaptım? Oğlum ben niye öyle bir şey yaptım? Çok saçma. Oğlum ben böyle... Haydi lan. Oğlum bizim tarafa geçti anasını satayım. Bu ne lan? Çok saçma. Oh şükür. Yaşıyormuş çocuk. Dostum. İnanılmaz. Of çok şükür.
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
Nasıl kötü oldum ya, bebeğin başına gelmesi çok kötü olurdu hakikaten. İyi ki vermemişim desene.
It's over.
Over?
Yani.
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
Yani aynen özgürsün.
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
Bir an harbiden çocuğa bir şey oldu sandım ya. Ben bile üzüldüm yani oyun olduğunu bildiğim
My
halde.
head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
İlginç şeyler.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger. Though I will admit you're not all bad. You trusted me, a complete stranger nearly. Few would have had the courage.
Başka çare yok ki.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell everybody in the Isles. They'll think I enjoy being dominated.
Farewell, Geralt.
See you, Ceres.
Bu görevde tamam. Şimdi Crash'la konuşacak. İskerlik edana veren insan tutulmasına yardımcı oldum.
Winds howling.
Oo, az kalmış, 20 seviye oluyoruz ha. Bir de şu meseleyi artık çözek ya, nedir? Şundan bir meditasyon yapalım hemen hızlıca. Şu yağmur bir geçsin. Canımız dolu versin kendi kendine. Kral Hamlesi yeni görev. Umarım bu sefer konuşabiliriz. Bu sefer konuşmazsak bu musallat görevinde burada bitiririz yani gençler. Bu sefer de yeter artık yani. Bununla da konuşmazsa artık var ha, ben bu kıraçın ağzına tükürüm. Yeter ya bu ne? Daha bir şeye bakacağım daha. Şimdi 20 seviye olduk ya. Ya olacağız ya. 240 ya, bu elimizde güzelliği var. Oo 23 seviye. Au abau. Abau. Lan kaç seviye istiyor? 23 seviye istiyor ya. Herkes çok ister zaten.
Master Geralt, a guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me? 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us.
Ne demek? Yani mecbur kalmasam.
Krakow waits.
Tam kral çık, ben geri giderim.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, meat and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an uncrate's to wear the crown, it
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
shows some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked?
Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better. You?
Ne?
Or Hjalmar, the Giant Slayer?
Ah, stop your shite boasting.
Ben avladım, sen orada
Serious?
boşluk duruyordun.
Hey! Ah, damn it!
Don't see Krak. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your
Oo,
promised
ne
reward,
ödülmüş.
no doubt.
Severim ödülü.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Yok, eyvallah
Maybe
canım.
later.
Aynen, eyvallah. Teşekkür ederim ama hiç gerek yok. Güzel, umarım inşallah. Evet demez. Kallik.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Leaving Kertrolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
Eyvallah.
May I?
You must even. Come. I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, Mahakimum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Ödüle gelelim mi?
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for
Ne
generations.
veriyorsun Kral?
I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Of. Almam mı?
Beautiful craftsmanship.
Ver. Tam da yani.
I'm the one.
İçeride maymunlar mı girdi içeriye? Ve 20 seviye.
Damn it! I must put the stuff in another
Nice, su
round.
20 seviye.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Seviye. Ulan bu seviyelere geleceğimi hiç düşünmezdim. Kader. Ne oluyor lan, ne oluyor? Ayı mı? Hayır. Seni pislik yaratık. Bunu ben yenerim ya. Bunlar ne lan? Bunlar bebe la, bebe iş. Allah'ına uğradım, ne oluyor lan? Onu ben haklarım. İşinize bak. Oğlum burada ben varken siz kim oluyorsunuz lan? Ama etrafına nasıl ağlatmış belli ki. Lan nerede geldi ya? Ne oldu burada? Yani bir içeri girdik, 2 dakika adamla konuştuk diye. Ne oldu burada?
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my da.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too. You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Dan, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt.
Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can, we must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Çok üzücü ya.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Kötü oldu.
Damn it. Things have sure gotten messy.
That's putting it mildly. We've clues to examine, things to consider. We must find out how this came to be, elsewise
We've no time for that. I know where to find the guilty.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
Kıza yardım diğeri çok şey havalıyım.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Someone the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ne demek de? Ne oldu buraya çok merak ediyorum yani cidden.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
Talking won't help anything.
Yani,
Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Bir geldim içerisi kan gövdeyi götüreyim.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
Oğlum ayı var ya işte. Kıllık kıllık.
So many wounds. No wonder Hellborn bled to death. All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's.
Nasıl yani?
Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Mecbur takip edeceğiz yani şu anki görev o.
All the horns are empty. Aldrich. Shit, no more than a kid. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards
Bu olmuşken
mushrooms.
Kıraç hayatta
Bowls
gelmez
empty,
bizimle gençler.
but the scent's in the air, coming from somewhere else in this room. Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead.
Etrafı araştırarak ki ona göre iş yapalım.
Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
Ayıları incelediğim için mi kabul etmiyor bunu? Büyük ihtimalle herhalde öyle.
Drogadar. Skald's played his last.
Her yayı inceleyek ki ona işi bile iş yapalım. O ayıyı zaten herhalde inceleyemiyoruz. Ayıyı incelediğimiz için.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Sure, it might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Aynen öyle. Zarar gelmez. Şu işe bak ya. Abi cidden mi? Bir dakika. Uf, bu ne ya? 241 295. 241 295. 241 295. Ama elimizde daha güzeli var ama kalsın. Önceden gelip almamız gereken bir şey bence bana kalırsa. Bir şey daha bakacağım. Şimdi 20 seviye olduk da. İlla 23. seviyelik şey var. Şu meditasyon işini de bir yapalım ki. Hop şöyle. Canımız dolacak seviyeye gelsin ya, bu ne?
Freer, Our Lady. Freer, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freer, Our Lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Psilocybe, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues
Evet, orada
there.
ipucu bulabiliriz. Doğru söylüyorsun. Hadi yürü. Öyle de yürü kızım. Yürümeden önce bir dakika. Önce bunu bir yapalım.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red Funeral.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
Ciddi olamazsınız yani, buna güzel iç savaş değiliz.
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish. I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Biraz var ama aptallıkla. Birazcık var.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
Tamam. Sen şeye bana ver.
The stairs! vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries in his mind. Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the?
Aha. Biri
Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
pislik herif, biri bizi işimizi baltalamaya çalışmış ama. Gel hadi.
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end.
Evet. Birileri bir şey yapmaya
Place a
çalışıyor.
power passage. Should draw from it.
More like when Yalmar and I were little, we'd play here.
Biri pislik yapmış ama kim? Bulursam hırtıgine yapışırım o herifin.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Evet.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth
Hemen
checking.
gidip bir
Come on.
bakalım. Mevzu neymiş öğrenelim. Ah ulan hangi şerefsiz bizim yanmamızı istedi? Çok merak ediyorum. Bunlar bir yağmalı ya, boşa gitmez. Yemek daha boşa gider mi bunlar? Siz ya siz bulursunuz ya. Anladım, bir dur. Dur la. Bunlar önemli ya, sonra bulmak için uğraşmıyorum gene. Bolca alacağım abi. Maşallah sizde de ne yemek varmış be. Allah, bunu almayacaktım. Amma şey varmış ha. Oh anam, bu ne? Ya oğlum oradan çıkıyoruz buraya geliyoruz. Neymiş kardeşim? Abi maşallah yemek konusunda muazzam. Ablacım alıyorum, şey yapmıyorsunuz değil mi lan? Sizin işinize yaramaz zaten. Yapay zekasınız yani, boş. Öyle ya. Abo ya. Burası tamam. Boşa bulmayalım abi, yani bir işe yarasın. Sonuçta bir daha bunları bulmak için uğraşmak istemiyorum gençler ya. Bak hele ya, maşallah maşallah. Bunlardan bulmak hiç kolay olmuyor.
Someone walked through the mead.
Bu bizim işimize yarar. Ama bırakmıyor ki. Her yer loot kaynıyor abi. Allah, onu almayacaktım. Neyse. Oğlum siz ya burada bayağı maşallah ya.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Tamam ablacığım, 2 dakika bekleyeceksin, lootlayacağım ben. Daha böyle şeyler için uğraşmak istemeyiz. Hadi gidelim.
Look, it's him.
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Konu uzuyor. Oğlum sen benim atımdan daha mı hızlı gideceksin sanırım?
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Koş hadi. Hadi dostum. Biri de durmuyor, aman hadi.
Come on, Roach.
Hadi. Hadi Roach.
Hey there. Come take a gander.
20 seviye. Gel.
Shit, he's fast.
Got him!
Yakaladın mı? Oğlum siz
Why'd
kardeşler...
you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Ama böyle bir şey yapman gerekmiyor.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea, but I do know one who never stops saying it.
It's Bernard Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvald.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honorable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
Hani öleceğim bari böyle öl. Kayer Trollde Kalesi. Trollde Kalesi bir süre sonra.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Bernard Bran's. The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay
Sus
for
la,
it with
halen
his
kimse
head.
korumaya çalışıyor.
Bernard speaks true. Arnvald has served at Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvold, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Bak hala gülüyor ya.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Cyrus. 'Tis all precious little proof
Neresi çok
of
zayıf
her
ya? Şahit
wrongdoing.
getirdik işte.
Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan on
Ya
Crete will
oğlum.
face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Lan ne diyorsun sen? Lan senin boğazını keser şuraya atarım. Hadi. dur.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Sus.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How? You stand silent. You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself. Me. The family.
Kadın.
The clan.
Svanrika, I did it for you. Only for
İtiraf
you.
etti.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Crete, and you, Berna Bran, I
Kendini
sentence
aşağı
to
atabilirsin.
death.
Sıkıntı yok. Tabii
You
aşağı
will be
yani bir şey
chained to a
olmasın.
rock, to perish of hunger and thirst, and seafowl will peck apart your remains.
İşte doğru her zaman ortaya çıkar. Er ya da geç. Boşuna iş yaptı yani. Saçmalıktı yani yaptığı bence.
Berna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrika? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile
Sürgün daha mantıklı.
or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure.
Şimdi ben senden bir şey isteyeceğim ve bunu yapacaksın.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinate, for the Jarl's Council.
Ya kardeşim yeter be.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Memnuniyetle.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
Umarım sinematik. Umarım biz gitmeyiz. Kendisi götürür oraya kadar. Güzel bir bölümdü bence. Ne kadar izlenmeyeceğini bilsem de sıkıntı değil. Çekmeye, kanalı büyütmeye devam edeceğim. Kral Hamlesi görevi de tamamlandı.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
İster izlensin, ister izlenmesin gençler. Elimden geldiği kadar uğraşacağım ben.
We gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends.
Ben elimden geleni yapıyorum.
Today,
Sizden
by the
ricam
grace
izlemeniz.
of the gods
İzlemeseniz de
and
ne
the
yapar?
clans,
Yapacak bir şey yok.
a new
Devam
ruler
ediyoruz.
takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
Aha sen mi seçildin? Güzel. Sevindim ne yalan söyleyeyim. Kraliçe seçildim ben işte. Kral olarak değil de.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak,
I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Ceres! Ceres! Ceres! Ceres!
Önce şu kızla konuşalım. Bu görevi tamamıyla bitirelim.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Kroch's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, as soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us, quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer Morhen, battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
Şimdi... Şuna da
Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Ceres will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
işte ben anlamadım.
Telling you, Geralt, since you and Hjalmar defeated the ice giant together, I see you as one of our own.
I got the look of a Skellige.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri. I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
Black ones first, now wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks. Not to mention, I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot.
Ya arkadaş ne pislik herifsiniz
I
ya.
understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Don't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland Uncrate did.
Erland Stonefist. So this is Winter's blade. Thought I was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Uncrate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
Sağ ol. Kabul
Thank
edek
you.
bari gelmediler.
This can't be easy for you. I appreciate it all the more.
Güzel kılıçmış yalnız.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
Kendine iyi bak dostum. Hjalmar'la da bir konuşalım. Ondan sonra bizim görevimiz tamamlanmış olacak. Uf uf uf uf uf uf. Maşallah maşallah. 155, 189 da ben bundan daha iyi ya. Bir dakika bakayım hatta. 171'e 209. Ya daha iyi elimizdeki ya. Gene de kalsın üstümüzde. Birlikte de bir konuşak. Önceden lazım olan şeyleri biz şimdi yaptığımız için öyle oldu. Bu görevi önce tamamlasaydık hoşumuza gidecekti bu kılıçlar ama şu an yukarıda çıkacağız. Yukarıya nasıl çıkacağım? Reis, o nasıl çıkacağız yukarıya biz?
Clumsy sot. You're pale. You drink last night too? Looking swords at your back.
Gel bakalım kral.
Geralt. How are things?
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Raid's at the gate of your Witcher's stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Crate's ever stood in battle such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
Eyvallah kral. En azından senin gelmen sevindirdi beni. Evet, bu görev de tamam. Şimdi Novigrad'a bir sonraki bölüm gideceğiz. Onun için şimdilik kendinize iyi bakın. Bir dahaki videoda görüşmek dileğiyle. Allah'a emanet olun ve de lütfen kanala abone değilseniz abone olmayı da unutmazsanız sevinirim. Bay bay. Takipte kalın.